Africa, the cradle of humanity, the birthplace of civilization, and the foundation of countless cultures. But where did the name itself come from? What was this enormous and diverse continent called before the word Africa was ever spoken? In this video, we explore the origin of the name Africa and the identities the continent held before this name became common. Today, Africa is known as the second largest continent in the world, home to over 1.4 billion people and a dizzying array of languages, ethnicities, and ecosystems. But names are powerful. They carry identity, shape perception, and preserve history. Understanding where Africa came from tells us something profound about how the continent has been viewed by both outsiders and its own people. One of the most widely accepted theories traces the name to ancient Rome. After defeating Carthage in the Punic Wars, the Romans annexed the territory and named it Africa Terra, or Land of the Afri. The Afri were a Berber tribe that lived in what is now northern Tunisia. This term, originally regional, gradually expanded in European usage to refer to the entire continent. But who were the Afri? While not much is known, it's clear they were indigenous North African people, distinct from the Carthaginians and Egyptians. Their name, possibly derived from the Berber word Ifri, meaning cave, may have referred to cave dwellers of the region. There are other competing theories. Some scholars argue that Africa comes from the Phoenician word afar, meaning dust, perhaps referencing the Sahara. Others link it to the Greek word aphrike, meaning without cold, referring to the continent's warm climate. There are even Latin roots proposed from Aprica, meaning sunny. These linguistic theories show how ancient Mediterranean civilizations interpreted the land to their south, not just geographically but symbolically, as a place of warmth, wilderness, and mystery. Before the word Africa took hold, the people of the continent had their own names and concepts for their land. In North Africa, Kemet, meaning black land, was how the ancient Egyptians referred to their homeland, based on the rich, dark soil of the Nile River Valley. Further south, the Nubians used names like Taseti and Ta-Nehisi. In West Africa, ancient kingdoms such as Ghana, Mali, and Songhai dominated long before European naming conventions. One term that has gained modern attention is Alkebulan, cited as an ancient name for Africa. Though historical evidence for widespread use is limited, it's often interpreted to mean Mother of Mankind or Garden of Eden, reflecting the view of Africa as the cradle of humanity. After the decline of the Roman Empire, North Africa came under Arab control. During the Islamic Golden Age, the region was known as Ifriqiya, derived from the earlier Roman term. Ifriqiya was the name for a province that included modern-day Tunisia and parts of Algeria and Libya. The Islamic world played a crucial role in preserving, transforming, and expanding geographic knowledge, blending Roman, Greek, Persian, and African understandings. The term Africa became more commonly used across Europe during the Renaissance and the Age of Exploration. With increased interest in global navigation, European mapmakers began labeling the entire continent as Africa, expanding what was once a localized Roman term into a continental identity. Colonial powers solidified this usage, often erasing or ignoring indigenous place names. As colonial maps and atlases spread globally, Africa became standardized in virtually all modern languages. Today, the name Africa has been embraced by its people, not because it erases indigenous history, but because it has come to symbolize unity. From the African Union to Pan-African movements, the word now holds a sense of pride and collective identity. Still, efforts to revive indigenous place names and histories are ongoing. Scholars, historians, and local communities are working to remember and honor the multitude of identities Africa has held throughout the ages. The name Africa may have originated from Roman and Berber roots, but it carries layers of meaning shaped by geography, colonization, culture, and resistance. Before it was Africa, the continent was a patchwork of names, cultures, and stories, each with its own view of the world. Understanding the origin of the name reminds us that history is not static, and identity is continually evolving. Africa was never nameless. It has always been rich with names, each echoing a story worth telling.